because a lot has happened in this one. Now, in the last one, in Judgment, we just had a whole lot happen, to be fair. Like, Hamura was on our ass the whole time. He was hot on our heels. It was getting wicked. And, I mean, not for nothing, but I kind of enjoyed it. But Hamura was taking it. I ain't gonna lie. So we had a lot of fun getting to the bottom of that, and it's still a lot of mysteries over in Judgment that we got to deal with, and we are going to definitely deal with it. So we gonna get to the bottom of this. Now Kaito's Files, I have no idea exactly what it is, because because I mean, I know it's the DLC, but I don't know if it's like standalone, as in it's not in the world that we're currently running around in. And I'm also not sure if I'm supposed to wait until after we beat the game to go to it, or if it's something that we can run it parallel. That's what I'm unsure of. So I'm not sure if the Kaito Files is like something that's an end game thing, but the fact that it's sitting here definitely means it might be something that we could even run parallel. So let me see if there's any sort of like, oh yeah, you guys missed some stuff. Y'all missed some stuff, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I want to make sure we catch the last little bit of what's going on, so y'all know what's going on, because it got a little sticky towards the end. So let's just go back a little bit so y'all can see and get caught up.
Sure is quiet. This is where the fight went down?
Yeah. But to look at it, you wouldn't think anything had happened here. Sawa-sensei? You there? It's Yagami.
What's up?
The door. It's unlocked. Huh? Sawa-sensei?
No! Wait, talk!
No way.
Oh, God.
So that shit happened, and we were just shocked. We were shocked. Honestly, I thought it was gonna do that thing where they're like, look, we're gonna threaten the girl and we're gonna get you all riled up, and just when we're getting to you, then we're gonna, we're gonna freak you out, beat your ass, and then when you run over there, all of a sudden she's okay, but maybe she's a little injured. Nah, they dead ass took her out the game. I'm like, yo, they hit her with the no respawn. So we gotta get some get back on that, because that's some bullshit. Let's see. They got a previously for us, so let's get caught up on that.
The schoolteacher, Yokosawa, is murdered in cold blood, and Yagami is torn with grief. Her death is merely collateral damage to Soma of RK. Soma's real prey is Kawana, who narrowly escapes his trap. It seems Kawana had buried his true identity among a host of other secrets, and to unearth them, Yagami crawls deeper down the rabbit hole.
Okay, so well, that you know what? These previouslys be so quick. They don't give us shit. Okay, Lord have mercy. Let me try to explain this shit. So basically, a student was bullied a long time ago, allegedly by a teacher. The teacher got off. The student committed suicide. Correction. The student committed suicide and the teacher got off. It was... Wait. No, that doesn't sound right. Okay. The student committed suicide and the teacher was not brought to justice. Not that the teacher was having a great time. Just fast forward, okay? Problem is the teacher got away with the bullshit. Then let's see. Then we had a situation where we have to go investigate and talk to the other staff members to see about this guy, like whether the stuff was even true. And just as we were getting down to the bottom of it, just as things were starting to open up a bit, we started to find that some of this shit was not alleged. Some of this shit was flat out true. The guy was a bully. He was beating up the kid and he took his money. He broke into his parents' house and robbed him. I was like, hey, yo, where did they hire this man from? Because he was doing the absolute most for him to be. I mean, I guess teacher's pay was not enough. He said, I got to start robbing students. He did some stuff that also might be a little inappropriate with one of the female students, maybe, allegedly. We don't really know. She won't talk about it. She just said that she was conflicted about his death. So, oh, right, the teacher's dead. Right. How could I forget such things? So, you got a student, you got a teacher dead. One's a bully. That would be the teacher. One's the one that caved under the pressure and committed suicide. That would be the student. Now, Sawa here was about to give us some information on the matter. She was about to really tell us some stuff, and she had just started to open up to us and tell us how it really was. She got a little bit off her chest, but all it did was put more on her heart, because she was struggling with the idea that she didn't do enough. Okay, now, to be fair and to be honest, technically she did not do enough. I mean, if I'm being honest, I know she's deceased, I'm sorry, but she did not. She did see that the student was going through all this stuff, and she did try to reach out and let them know, but I mean, I guess her job was at question, but I mean, whatever she wished she could have done now, she really probably could have done then, even if it meant risking her job. Well, there's a whole student that's dead, you know what I mean? The whole point is that everybody stood by and watched it happen, and even with receiving threats, they just backed away from the situation instead of taking it on head on, which, I mean, it's understandable. They're humans, but at the same time, accountability should be taken, you know what I mean? The father of the boy who committed suicide apparently is the one who did it. The confliction here is that he also was supposed to be the Mr. Grabass that was at the train station, and he can't be in two places at one time. He can't be committing the murder over here while also being Mr. Grabass over there. You see, there's a problem here. So it is getting pretty So then we ended up finding out that there was a switcheroo. That yeah, Mr. Grabass was there, but Mr. Grabass may not have been the same guy that ended up getting caught. Meaning the father technically did go do the murder, met up at the train station, and then probably did a switcheroo. But we have enough evidence to right now, I would even say it's still substantial. I would say it's not really solid and hardcore yet. I feel like it could still be flexed in court because in court, it's not really so much about the evidence. It's can you make them doubt? If you can make them doubt, you could just about win a case. And I mean, we've seen that happen time and time again. So here we are. I'm not good at the recaps, but that's the best I can do. So here we go.
We've been waiting for you, Yagamishi. Let's plan our next moves. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
While in a meeting yesterday...
Wait, you may notice our boy Yagami is looking a little worn for wear. Well, we got our ass beat, and I mean stomped in. We was tied to chairs. They fucked us up. We had to fight dude with the blonde hair. He had a chainsaw. It was crazy. Yeah, so we're still healing over that. So we still looking and feeling a little fucked up after all that. It was back to back shit. After that, then we had this whole fight, and that guy, that sleazy looking guy, the guy, I don't even know his name. I forget his name, but you'll see him. It's a weaselly little fuck, and he was going to Sawa's place at the same time we were, and we're like, "Hey, yo, why are you here?" And he's like, "Oh, well, this is awkward." We're sitting here fighting so he can get away, and then he just, we catch him downstairs, and instead of him helping, he just pretty much stood there. Then eventually he just dipped on our ass. So yeah, we went through a lot of shit, and we got some questions to ask him. So I'm thinking this is what we're doing is we're probably getting ready to start looking for his ass because he gonna have to cough up some information for sure. So that's what we're doing. I think. Let's do it.
Sawa-sensei received a call that her apartment was broken into, prompting her to go home. Judging from the events that followed, RK must have called her using the apartment manager's name. And that's how they got to Sawa-sensei.
But RK wasn't after Sawa-sensei. They were actually after Kuwana, weren't they?
Yeah, Akatsu and Soma both said so. I think Sawa-sensei was used to lure Kuwana out.
Why would Sawa-sensei be bait to draw out Kuwana? How the hell are those two connected?
That too, but why is RK even after Kuwana-san? Thugs from Kamurocho want a handyman in Ijincho?
Right. There's still a lot we don't know. We need to find Kuwana before RK does and get some answers out of him. Kuwana isn't even his real name. Apparently it's Kitakata. RK didn't seem to be familiar with the name Kuwana. Truth is, we don't know anything about Kuwana. All we know is that he's a handyman in Ijincho.
I haven't been able to contact Kuwana-san since yesterday, but I left a message asking him to reply.
Where's the office for his handyman business?
He ran his whole operation from a cell phone. Not even his business card lists an address. Oh yeah, Kaito-san. Didn't you call up all the places we went drinking? Did you find out where he lives?
Yep, just found out. Looks like Kuwana lives in some kind of prefab shack off West Central Street. Sounds like pretty shitty conditions for a guy charging up the ass for his time.
Well, if we know that much, we might as well go take a look.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Tsukumo, we'll talk more later.
You never slow down, Yagamishi.
Let's hit it.
Yeah, I'm hoping they let us kick his ass. I ain't gonna lie, cause he fucked up. I don't know what's going on with him, but he definitely fucked up. What? What'd you say about my mom?
For real?
Ooh. Where they at? Dang, Kaito. My boy is angry about Sawa, man.
Really, guys?
Tossing people. Don't worry, Kaito. We gonna get to the bottom of this.
Too fast.
There, Kaito. Jesus Christ. You know, Kaito, you gotta learn how to run more often, brother. You can't keep telling me I'm moving too fast. But you're right. We gotta look cool walking up. So we'll walk. We'll walk.
Is this Kawana's place?
Yeah, I think so.
Guess it's kind of fitting for an unlicensed handyman.
What is it?
The door's been forced open. Maybe with a crowbar or something.
If anyone was in here before us, it had to have been RK. Aside from us, they're the only ones after him.
That means they're already a few steps ahead of us.
RK's got the numbers behind him. We can't beat him to the punch every time.
I don't think Kawana's been back since last night. He probably caught on that he's a wanted man. He might not even be in Ijincho anymore.
Then what do we do here?
His real name's supposedly Kitakata. I want to know who he really is and why he used a fake name. That'll make his connection to Sawa-sensei clearer.
So you want to find clues that point to his true identity? Is that what you're saying?
Took the words right out of my mouth, Kaito-san. What the? What the? Suspicious. Hey. Leftovers from a ramen cup. Would it have killed him to clean up a bit? I'm starting to think this place was a dump even before it got ransacked.
I mean, my money's on he don't even live here.
Are these Kawana's?
I don't think so. Pretty sure. But maybe he craved the real deal every now and then.
Yeah, people do smoke both.
Because I don't
depending on the
know.
situation.
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't really be here. I mean, it does look like somebody trashed this place. I ain't gonna lie, though.
They made one hell of a mess in here. Looks like they just wanted to trash the place.
Yep, pretty much nothing more than a bunch of punks. Suspicious.
Yeah, it does look.
What the? An ashtray. Huh. That's weird.
What?
Ashtray is
With all the
clean.
gross garbage in here, this ashtray is oddly empty.
Thank you.
Think
I
so?
literally was just thinking that.
Suspicious.
It is.
Hey, Suspicious.
I mean, yeah, it's...
Except it hasn't been washed, or even used in a while.
True,
See the layer of dust on it?
Okay. And? You think a
It is
dusty ashtray
suspicious.
is gonna get us Kuwana's identity?
Maybe. Or maybe it's nothing.
Yo, hold up, Doc. We don't have enough on Kuwana to go after him. You sure you want to go back empty-handed?
I feel like I checked everything worth looking at.
Well, maybe there's more to something you looked at already. Besides, where else are we gonna find dirt on Kuwana if we leave?
Hey. Suspicious.
Kuwana mentioned his ties to the underground. But I get the feeling this kind of work was his bread and butter.
Collecting junk, walking pets, fixing pipes, taking any handyman, a detective. It's two sides of the same coin. Hey. What the? Suspicious. Hey. Suspicious. Uh-huh.
Can't help but feel I'm missing something, but what? Like, what could it be?
Uh-huh. What the? These cigarettes. Kuwana
we
usually...
already
What are
looked
you
at the
getting?
I don't
cigarettes.
think...
Then why keep with...
See? We gotta be...
Wait, oh, wait, that's new? Huh.
Suspicious. Hey.
Oh, what the? That's strange,
Hey.
isn't it?
Look at this lighter.
What now? Whoa.
A USB memory stick disguised as a lighter.
Damn. Did you just hit the jackpot or what? That has to be important if Kuwana was hiding it like this.
What matters is the data on it. We'd be able to check it now if we had a computer.
Then why don't we head back to Tsukumo's? Oh, it got dark. Huh? What's the matter, Doc?
Looks like a meet and greet.
Oh, yeah? Think they're RK?
Well, they're the only ones looking for Kuwana other than us, right?
Don't see Soma or Akutsu, though. They sent the fucking B team.
Probably for the best. If Soma was here, I don't think I could stay cool.
Yeah, me neither.
Which one of you is gonna talk? Where are Soma and Akutsu?
There's no point in talking to a dead man.
Uh-huh. Well, if that's how you're gonna play it, then we're not holding back either.
What? Oh, that, oh my gosh. You gotta beat his ass when he's still down. How did I miss that? Oh. Kaizo, help me! Oh shit. Oh! Ooh, do you see my health? Lord have mercy. Do you see it? I didn't realize it was that bad. Holy shit. Toughness light? What are we? Let's get this out of there. Oh my lord. This level was fucked up. What? I swear I hit the button. I swear. Come on, Talk. You got this, bro. Nah, I'm not good, Kaito. Like, what the? Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Ooh. Oh my god, dude. That was ooh-wee. That was brutal.
Where are Soma and Akutsu? I want to talk to them.
We can't contact them. I swear. They're the ones who contact us. It's always been like that.
Figured as much. Most of the arcade crew are just chumps.
Yeah. I bet even Soma is just another piece on the board, taking orders from the real mastermind. Thugs don't work gigs that don't pay. Yet they came to Ijincho, outside their turf, to commit murder.
That's true. Sounds like someone's funding them. Must be some generous perks.
Definitely. Otherwise, Soma and the others wouldn't be causing so much chaos over here.
Then, who's the one pulling RK's strings?
I don't know who it is, but I know what he's trying to do.
Which is?
Catch Kuwana. RK's just following orders. And Sawa-sensei was probably collateral damage.
Yeah, that makes sense. Shit. I swear I'm gonna drag this bastard out on his ass.
If we keep looking for Kuwana, we'll run into the one behind this all eventually. And this could be our first clue.
Then we'd better get back to Tsukumo's.
What's going on out here? Are you friends of Kuwana-san's?
Yeah, we are.
And those gentlemen on the ground?
Those guys? Oh, yeah, they're just wasted. Little nap and they'll head right on home.
Ah, I see. Well, that's just fine.
Excuse me, but you know Kuwana, don't you?
Sure. I mean, he's lived next door for the last 10 years. He's a handyman. Anytime we were short-handed, he'd come by and help us out. We'd pay him with our daily special.
I haven't heard from Kawana since last night. Do you happen to know any places he visits often?
Let's see. He has an uncle that took him in when he first came to Yokohama. Called him a distant relative or something. He's an ex-Yakuza running a bar since he got out of the game. Apparently, this uncle is how he started getting gigs around town.
What did Kawana do before he became a handyman?
Beats me. Maybe some kind of corporate job? I don't think I've ever asked.
Where can we find Kuwana's uncle's bar?
Oh, the bar's called Siren. It's over in Chinatown. I've been there 2 or 3 times myself. The owner's a real nice guy. Hard to tell he was ever a Yakuza.
Then we better get over there too. Can't afford to fall behind RK again. Let's hurry.
For everything. And sorry for bothering you.
Oh, don't mention it.
What is it?
Do you think the old man knows what kind of ass whooping we gonna give this guy when we see him? He'd better have a damn good reason for that shit he pulled back last episode. He'd better really have a good reason. $1,100 yen out.
Let's hit it.
Wow. Instinctively. Wait, what the? Why are you right here? Wait, isn't this Cause I was just. Isn't there like a? It's in like I think one of the Like a Dragon games. Thing there. Nope.
This is it. This is the bar his relative runs. Yeah, more like someone had to skip town in a hurry.
Did the owner already make a break for it then?
Be smart if he did. What with RK about to come hunt down Kuwana and all. Let's hit it.
Hey, the name of this place was Siren, wasn't it?
Huh? Yeah.
Hi. You've reached Siren? Soma.
That was well played. How silly of me. This pretty little thing is for women. Have I told you what RK stands for yet? It's red knife. Son of a... Soma! The owner must have smelled trouble coming. He took off before I could find him.
Tell me, why did you kill Sawa-sensei?
I'm afraid she knew too much. And that's all.
And that's all?
You're in the same boat. We can't afford to ignore you anymore.
And you already made a mistake. You didn't kill me when you could have.
I'll own up to that. Akutsu wasn't equipped to handle the task.
Well then, now you'll pay the price for it.
Will I? Kaito's down and you're by yourself. Should be easy.
Oh shit! Might I add, the music is fucking turned. Like, oh my god, the music is so kind of like crazy. Ooh. Okay. Oh, this guy's a trip. Oh shit. Ooh, we gotta watch out.
God.
I don't know if we could block this or... Yeah. 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 Nice suit. That's what I'm talking about. We getting better, y'all. We actually getting better at the fighting. Why they do that after I said that? Why they, this better not be a scripted loss, I swear to God.
Impressive.
Why they do this after I said that?
Maybe I should have prioritized stabbing you over Kaito. Fuck. You're kind of struggling to stand, aren't you? Give it a second. That kick went to your temple. I'm sure your head is spinning. Trying to rush it will only make it worse. Incidentally, Sawa-sensei didn't suffer long like you will.
What the hell?
Whoever that is has terrible timing.
What the hell are you doing in my bar?
Hello? Is this the owner?
Yes. Kuwana-kun warned me you'd show up. I decided I'd get out of there before you did. Don't expect that I'll ever come back either.
All I wanted with Kuwana-san was to have a little chat. No need to go running for your lives now.
Spare me the lies. I already know you broke into a young woman's home and killed her. Come on. You wouldn't even hesitate on an old man in his 70s. Pass the phone to Yagami-san, please. Otherwise, I'm calling the cops over there.
What could you possibly want with him?
Quit stalling and give him the phone. Unless you'd rather I push a button and call the cops. I'm done talking to you.
The owner of the bar would like a word with you.
Sorry, but this'll have to wait. Can you get an ambulance over to your bar right away? My partner took a knife to his abdomen.
What?
Please, you have to hurry.
Hello?
Your partner is in good hands now. Just as you asked. I'm watching you as we speak. Oh, and don't bother looking for me. I won't be meeting you there. Instead, there's a karaoke bar called Survive. Heard of it? You'll find it in the entertainment district along the river. Safest bar in town.
I only showed up at your bar so I could ask you about Kuwana. Does this mean you want something in return?
We'll get that sorted out. If you promise to meet me alone. No, I won't be at Survive for long. If you don't make it in 10 minutes, you'll never hear from me again.
That's one way to motivate someone.
Clock's ticking, by the way.
So, Survive in the entertainment district?
Correct.
See you soon.
It better be.
Apologies for the wait. Let's go.
That old man was definitely one step, like a step ahead each time, because he knew dude was coming. But I guess he would, because that guy, like I said, he was there the same night that we came to try to check on Sawa Sensei. We were all like going to the same place apparently. We just didn't expect to see him there. So more than likely he warned dude that this was him. He warned him.
Kuwana is pursued by RK, the crime ring running Kamurocho. Determined to prevent any more deaths, Yagami searches high and low for the handyman, but the search leads to a maze of dead ends. As the situation becomes dire, a lifeline appears at the other end of a phone. The caller offers a lead, one that expires too quick for comfort.
I only showed up at your bar so I could ask you about Kuwana. Does this mean you want something in return?
We'll get that sorted out. If you promise to meet me alone. No, I won't be at Survive for long.
If you don't make it in 10 minutes, you'll never hear from me again.
Oh, it's him.
Yagami-san, glad you could make it.
You the owner of Siren?
I will always say this, the
Yeah.
guy at the bar is legendary.
Let's take this to the bar. Follow me. So, I hear you're a Kamurocho detective.
Yeah, and you're a distant relative of Kawana's. Can I ask your name?
No need. This'll be the only time we meet. But to Kawana-kun, I guess you'd call me his uncle-in-law. Everyone's got a dumbass uncle in the family. And that's me. After all, I'm ex-Yakuza.
Based in Yokohama?
Yeah, the Seiryu clan. After I got out, I looked after the shop for 20 years. Till today.
You mean Siren, right? What'll happen to it once you've skipped town?
None of your concern.
Fair enough.
Guess you detective types can't help but ask questions.
So you two are related. I noticed you didn't mention Kawana being an alias.
Oh. Done your homework, I see.
His real name's Kitakata. At least that's what the Kamurocho thugs called him.
You're trying to see if I'll give up his name. That's not why I'm here.
Okay. Why did you call me exactly?
Well, you see, Kawana-kun wanted me to stop by his office and grab something for him.
Such as?
A pack of cigarettes with a lighter inside. Thing is, it was gone by the time I got there.
Don't you mean a USB stick made to look like a lighter? Let's not beat around the bush here.
See, I figured you'd grabbed it.
So of all things, Kawana wanted you to pick this up?
Yes. And he prefers to keep that content private. So, if you could just hand that over.
Now I'm curious. Care to tell me what's on here?
Would you hand it over if I did?
No. I'd still need to confirm you told the truth.
Can't you tell Kawana-kun's backed into a corner here? Asking an old man to help was his only choice. Let's be honest. I couldn't take that thing from you if I wanted to. All I can do is appeal to your sense of decency.
Well, I've got to say, that's more persuasive than threats ever would be. But if you really want me to give this up, at least let me see Kuwana.
I'd consider that, but he's already long gone. He was ready to cut out at the drop of a hat.
If that's the case, unfortunately, I'll need to hold on to this. A high school teacher was killed by the thugs that went after Kuwana. Her name was Yoko Sawa, a young woman dedicated to her career. I'd met her while investigating the murder of a student teacher. But while trying to get her side of the story, I ended up running into Kuwana outside her apartment. Do you know anything about this woman?
I don't.
You're really drawing a blank? You don't know anything about criminals coming all the way from Kamurocho just to get at Kuwana? Do you at least know how they're connected to Sawa-sensei?
Again, that's a negative.
And this flash drive's my only concrete lead. If it's so important to Kuwana, he should have come himself, rather than send a middleman.
Don't be so hard on him. I'm the one who taught him all his tricks.
Are you saying Kuwana's ex-Yakuza too?
Nah, he was just your average civvy before all this. But circumstances as they were, he had no choice but to go underground. That's when he came to Ijincho, and I took him under my wing. I'm the one who suggested the handyman thing. But he took to the underground with real gusto.
What do you mean, gusto?
I'm not just talking him up. He had good reasons for diving headlong into the shadows.
Good reasons? Care to give me one or two?
You'll understand once you see what's on the lighter. Both Kuwana-kun's past and his purpose. That takes care of everything I have to say.
Not sure it's such a good idea for me to just let you leave.
Thinking about stopping me? Wouldn't be wise. This joint doesn't take kindly to that behavior.
That's why this is the safest place in Ijincho, huh?
Yep, and I'm glad your face is the last one I'll see in this city.
So now I kind of want to know what's on that. I want to know what's on this hard drive. I mean flash drive. Anytime we reach a situation like this, I always like to strike a guess at it. Let's see. He's a man who has been living a drifter's life. Dug himself down into the underworld. Living extremely careful, yet cautious yet careless at the same time. Because he's gotten himself dug into quite a bit of trouble. I say maybe he had a family. Maybe something happened. And it led him to have to go into this underworld. And maybe he bit off a little more than he could chew type shit. I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out, won't we? Yeah, I can't wait to find out. Let's see. Alright, y'all, moment of truth. Let's see what's going on. Oh, shit.
Oh, great.
Come on, not another.
With the Yuma, right?
No.
I see you brought your little posse from Tokyo.
What you put the mask on for now? Like, now for? Like, we know
Posse?
who you are. Like,
Wait,
what the
don't
fuck?
tell me you think I'm RK. They're not even close to me.
What? Bro, y'all, why are y'all putting on the mask after I done seen your face? Like,
hey, Tesso, you got this all wrong.
I know what this is really about. I know what this is really about. This is because, they're doing this because their facial features are all in the center of their fucking face, and it makes them side characters. And they're doing this because I'm a likeness character. This is really what this is about. Ooh, what the? Alright, buddy. My goal is to try to take out these other guys. To try to kind of have him to myself here. Because, he got claws and shit, and... Oh, you gotta be that one, huh? You gotta be that one. What the fuck? Over there. Okay, here we go. Here we go with this shit. Oh, you're gonna have them weird ass body movements. Whoosh! Come on. Ooh, nice one. I swear the fighting in this one feels so good. They made so many improvements.
Come on, man.
Just from the last,
Who paid you to jump
first
me this
game
time?
to this one. Tons of improvements.
These Kamurocho douchebags show up, strutting around like they own our city. Then I hear some teacher chick gets killed after a break-in. Fuckers. Someone let him into Ijincho, right? Right?
Look, I can see why you're pissed. But you figured coming after me was the answer?
Figured I could at least try beating a few out of you. Office visits ain't my style.
You've got to appreciate that not everyone plays by gang rules, man.
What I don't appreciate is Kamurocho trash. Now why are they here, Yagami?
I'd like to find that out myself. But I'll tell you this much, I'm not your enemy. I was first on the scene of that murder. I knew the woman personally. The culprit is RK's leader, a guy named Soma.
Shit, you serious? And why is the rest of his crew here with him? A lot of muscle just to ice one lady.
They're after a local handyman, Kawana. You know him?
Yeah, matter of fact, I do. Why they want him so bad?
I'm looking into that now. Which is why they're still after me. Not to mention they stabbed my partner. So the more you get in our way, the slower this'll go.
Gotcha.
You understand then?
How's about I make you the deal of a lifetime? So long as RK's messing around in my city. I don't mind calling you a brother.
Really? Just like that?
Sure, but I get to be Aniki, of course.
You really think this is selling it?
What you're missing here is the Liumong never target a brother. So now, if anyone lays a finger on you, the Liumong's taking their head. Same rule for all the ladies here in Ijincho. Anyone gets fresh, they become fresh meat. With me on that, brother?
Oh, this is gonna take some getting used to.
Besides, making you a brother is the only way we save face for getting our asses handed to us, you know?
Now the truth comes out.
Anyway, let me know if you get any intel on RK. Especially where that chicken shit Soma might be. Just shoot me your location and it's done. We'll give that teacher her peace. By torturing you to death.
Here we go then. Let's see, we get rid of... Alright. So, well, at least that guy's off our ass, because that was getting sticky, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what his deal was. So, at least he's off of us. Let's see. Let's see. Now we can finally see what's on this darn drive. Like, good lord. Everyone's getting in our way. Here we go.
I was just thinking of calling you, Yagami-shi. I heard Kaito-san got stabbed at Siren.
Is that true, Yagami-san? What the hell happened?
Look, I promise I'll fill you in, but right now I really need Tsukumo's help.
With what?
I found a USB drive at Kawana's hideout. It was disguised to look like a lighter. We have to know what's on it.
Yes, we can finally know what's on it. Come on.
So, Kaito-san was attacked by that Soma guy too?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, while we were chasing Kawana, Soma popped up and got him right in the gut.
Sure did.
Almost got me too, to be honest.
You're saying
the shoulder
one guy
and the
almost
gut.
Single-handedly took down the Yagami Detective Agency?
That's true.
Dad,
Right
why
after,
you have to
I got
say
a
it like
call from
that?
Kawana's purported relative who wanted me to hand over the flash drive. Apparently, what's on it will tell us Kawana's true identity and goal.
When I open it, all I see is one data file.
Of what?
It's a video. I'll hit play once you guys are all ready. You good?
Damn, what's on there? I can't take the suspense.
Let's make it full screen.
Now remember. My guess for how this other guy's tied in, I was like, he's a drifter type. He can pick up and just leave at any point. He wasn't a part of the underworld, but he ended up going into the underworld deep. The old man said he has his reasons. The only reason I could think that would make a person do something like that is the loss of like their family, like a loved one. It could be like a girlfriend, wife, kids. I don't know. I just can't think of no other. Maybe even a son. You know, I don't. I guess that is. Wait, sons are not kids. So hold on. Let me see. That's my guess. But so far, I haven't been right about a goddamn thing. So let's see. Oh my god, did they just jump kick someone?
I told you to take it in the face. Alright, let's do it over again, okay?
Oh.
Suzuki, make sure you're getting this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really fucking nail him this time.
Smile.
Suzuki.
Hey, get your ass back.
Oh my gosh, who was...
Mitsuru, what did I just say about being a bitch?
Oh my god, dude.
I'm gonna have to punish ya. Punishment! Punishment! Let's hear the punishment song, everybody! Punishment!
What the...
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Mitsuru-kun Strip Show!
Oh no.
Stop! You little shit, did you just kick me? Huh? Too late to get tough now, Mitsuru.
Dude. Wait. Oh, that's... Is that a... Okay, that's another student. That guy looked like a teacher, though. I guess... So that's just another student.
Oh, shit, he's pissing himself!
Oh, man.
Ew, that's so nasty.
No.
Oh, look at this shit!
Oh. Ooh. What is going on? Huh. But why would he have this?
These little shits are the worst.
One of them said something about Mitsuru Kusumoto stripping?
Yeah, he was Sawa-sensei's classmate. 13 years ago, he jumped off the roof of Kurokawa Academy.
He's Reiko Kusumoto's son, right? Vice Minister of the Health Ministry? 30 years old and still in a coma. It seems we've stumbled on private video footage of Mitsuru Kusumoto being bullied.
And it was on Kawana-san's secret flash drive? Why would he have this?
I don't know. But his uncle said it's our lead to Kawana's real identity and motivation.
Huh. Just a moment. This frame gives us a good look at the key players' faces. Why don't we try gleaning what we can from it?
Sounds good. Let's dig in.
I feel bad for Mitsuru-kun. No one helped him, even with everything he was going through.
13 years ago, his mother was still just some nobody working at the Ministry of Health.
True.
She seems to have split with her husband and looks after her son on her own now. I don't know all the details, though.
Hey, crazy theory, but what if this husband she left was actually Kawana-san?
Could he?
And maybe he recorded this
Could he
to
be old
secretly
enough?
check on his son.
No, Kawana doesn't look like he could have a 30-year-old kid.
Yeah, true.
Let's look for other possibilities.
Wait a minute. You said Kawana doesn't look like he can have a 30-year-old kid. Could Kawana... Wait a minute. Has any of us actually went to the hospital to go and personally look at this kid? I don't know. I'm probably thinking way too much into it.
What the...
I feel bad.
13 years. She seems to have split.
Hey, crazy. And maybe he recorded...
Suspicious. This guy's face is familiar somehow.
Oh, I don't think I've seen him.
I don't know him either. Who is he?
I think I remember him. I saw him at the crime scene where Mikoshiba's body was. He was with more Kurakawa grads. He showed his ID to the Kanagawa detective. I think his name was Akaike.
That gives us an interesting perspective, doesn't it? All the people in this bullying video seem to keep popping up around our case.
Yeah, but the real question is, why was Kawana the one with the video? This girl recording the bullying on her cell phone.
Someone said her name in the video. Suzuki.
There's another familiar face. So it all comes circling back to her, huh?
Right. This Suzuki girl has a different name now.
Oh, shit. With the maiden name Suzuki, what's her name now, after 13 years? Oh. Hmm. Is it? Well, I know Sawa is. Sawa is. What's her name? The school teacher that died. Mamiya sounds familiar. Mamiya is let me think. Mamiya is it sounds so familiar, like we why does all these names kind of sound familiar? Is it? No, Mamiya? That name definitely we've heard, but under what context? Because now that I see Sawa's name here, it means that these could be friendly and not so friendly. Who had a name change? Oh, who had a name change? Let me think. I'm kind of leaning maybe towards Mamiya. You know, fuck it. We can only be wrong.
Yui Mamiya, the victim in the Ahara harassment case. Suzuki was her last name before getting married.
That's true.
Also
That's
told me
right.
That Mitsuru Kusamoto
I
and
knew
Mamiya
her name
were
was
classmates
familiar.
13 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
So we're looking at
knew.
Yui Mamiya in high school.
Mamiya-san,
Oh,
huh?
she was terrible.
What's she like underneath it all?
Originally, word got around that Shinya Kawai was the one bullying Mitsuru Kusamoto. After watching this, though, the truth of the matter doesn't quite line up. There were really about 10 bullies involved at the time, and Yui Mamiya was one of them.
Wow.
Yeah. If this video got leaked, Mamiya and the other students in it would be in deep shit.
Yes.
They're living out their lives like nothing happened.
They sure
Despite
are.
being the ones who drove a kid into a coma.
And she has a
Word
kid
got
and
out,
stuff of her
they'd
own
be
now.
crucified by the public.
Oh my
Their jobs,
god.
their families, their lives would all change for the worse.
Dude, that's her? Dude, she was wicked. Oh my gosh. Is the father blackmailing them all into like being a part of it? Because the father of the boy that committed suicide, like, why would he pull her in? Huh. This is interesting.
If I'm not mistaken, Shinya Kawai was the bully whose name got out to the public.
Yeah. RK was hunting for him in Kamurocho pretty recently, too.
Oh,
I have
that's
no doubt the guy in the picture they showed me is the same guy in this video.
Get out.
Once
he
RK
seems so
came to the conclusion Kawhi had been murdered, they came here to Ijincho,
my gosh.
hunting down Kawana for whatever reason.
That's the same guy? You're kidding me. And he's dead now. Who are these people? Who is... Sis?
Hey.
September 17th, 13 years ago. It's past 4 p.m., so this would be after school.
Oh. Wait, this is...
Got something?
I just cross-referenced the date Mitsuru Kusumoto jumped. September 17th.
Oh shit.
That can only mean this video was recorded very shortly before his suicide attempt.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dude. What? Who are these three people? This is getting crazy.
The video
That's not
may
what
have
I
provided
expected.
some interesting connections, but we still don't have that crucial link. The link being the reason Kawana-san came to possess this, of course.
Right. Kawana's either the one who recorded it himself, or is at least a recipient of the video from the original witness.
Kawana-san and Sawa-sensei knew each other somehow, right? Well, then, maybe Sawa-sensei recorded it 13 years ago, and then had Kawana-san look into it, as one of his handyman requests.
It's possible, but it just feels off.
Why's that?
Because of what Siren's owner said to me.
Okay.
You'll understand once you see what's on the lighter. Both Kawana-kun's past and his purpose.
He said we'll know Kawana's true identity once we watch the video. But that hasn't been the case so far.
Yeah. What identity could we draw from a secret recording of some bullies?
Assuming Kawana's in his early 40s, he would have been about 30, 13 years ago. What if he was a school teacher of the students in the video?
In that case, we should consult the yearbook Segura-shi brought back. The one that was in Sawa-sensei's room? You still have yet to look through it.
That's right. Let me go get it.
The way you're talking, I assume you've already taken a peek?
We have, but unfortunately we didn't find Kawana-san's face among the teachers.
This is the page for Mitsuru Kusumoto's class. Both Sawa-sensei and Mamiya are there too.
So the homeroom teacher was... this guy.
Apparently he witnessed bullies harassing Mitsuru multiple times, yet he would overlook it. All he did was smile and tell them not to overdo it.
It's not Kawana. This is someone else.
We checked the rest of the teachers too, but never spotted Kawana-san.
Mitsuru Kusumoto. This picture doesn't look like it was shot for a yearbook.
Correct. He was most likely already in a coma when photo time rolled around.
Like, see, I'm like, why can't we just go take a look?
Huh.
Just to know what he looks
She
like at
blew off
this
her
age.
class reunion. In fact, she hadn't kept in touch with her classmates at all.
No surprise there. Mitsuru-kun would be bound to come up at some point.
This is Yui Suzuki. She's definitely one of the girls in the video.
Yet another classmate involved with Mitsuru Kusumoto.
Seems like a bunch of the students on this page were in the video, huh?
Yeah, but I can't find Shinya Kawai in here.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. He's not in there.
Is he not
If
from
I'm
that
not
class?
mistaken, Kawai left the school once he started catching flack for being Mitsuru-kun's bully. At least, that's what I read online. No real evidence yet, but it definitely sounds like how it would have played out.
But the truth is, there were more bullies who should have seen consequences besides Kawai.
Yeah, let me add it. Let me see what's going on. Okay,
Suspicious.
So line by line. So we know that's Yui Suzuki. So Yui Suzuki, is this the one, the grab ass girl? Is this the girl that got groped on the train, and then we ended up finding. Is she the one? Wow, that's crazy that she was a bully. That is nuts. Yeah, this is Sawa Sensei. Still looks the same. Yeah.
Hey.
Yep.
The worst part is that his teacher knew. He even talked to the bullies about it. But all he said was, don't overdo it. But afterward, the public eviscerated him. He had to quit his teaching job.
Hold on.
Rightfully
If he was dismissed...
You figure something out?
The homeroom teacher at the time of the incident did take some flack. He got forced out of teaching.
Yeah? What of it?
So who replaced him?
If that's the case, couldn't this teacher in the yearbook just be filling in for the other one?
Oh!
See. Definitely sounds likely.
Wait, is
Let me
that
search
true?
for the original teacher's name. There's a chance he won't be the same guy in the yearbook.
This isn't him?
Just give me a sec.
Oh, shit.
What the...
Yeah, see, okay. See, Mamiya is the girl in the beginning who was at the train station who accused the cop of groping her. Okay? So, and then this guy, when we were at the crime scene, taking a look, we seen him also looking over. And dang, this is getting thick. Who is the teacher? Who is
Yagamishi, I
the
found
teacher?
It. The name of Mitsuru Kusamoto's former homeroom teacher. You were right. It wasn't the same teacher in the yearbook. This one's name is Yu Kitakata.
Kitakata?
Huh?
No.
Don't tell me that's...
No.
His real name's Kitakata. Ring any bells?
No.
That's Kawana's real name. Soma said it to me.
So, Kuwana-san was the original homeroom teacher?
I just found a picture.
Oh my
This
word.
is Kitakata 17 years ago.
It's Kawana.
Oh my god,
That's
that
him, all
is
right.
him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not only
this
that,
is so weird.
Sawa-sensei was part of this class, which makes Kawana her homeroom teacher too.
What? Hell, he look like he's
Everything
around
is
her
clicked into
age.
place.
What?
Pin of the
So, 13 years ago, Yu Kitakata for help. Told me Kawana tried.
Life in the shadows?
Oh. So he's the teacher that said, don't do it. Oh my goodness. Oh.
The illegal jobs, so he probably has no intention of going legit anytime soon.
Wait, is that
Apart
true?
from that, what else would tie Kawana-san to this series of incidents? Would simply being a big shot give RK enough cause to hunt him down?
Well, I suppose that's pretty broad to serve as his motive.
Huh. Okay, so that wasn't it. I don't see how he's getting revenge on the bullies because we're hardly able to even tie him into it. We know that he's got to be some. I don't know. Also, well, oh.
To be the world's greatest handyman. Thinking about it now, when I told him I'm a detective at Kamurocho, I picked up this sense of rivalry coming from him.
That's quite the quick career transition, or at least forward thinking of him. After being labeled a failure of a teacher due to a student's attempted suicide, would it really be that easy to fall right into another career like that?
Right. Even if he did aim to be the world's greatest handyman, that's
I just don't
jumping
see
too
him
far
getting
ahead.
revenge.
Yes, that
Because
sounds like a
I don't
reasonable
see how
deduction.
he's tied in.
You're too easy on him, Tsukumo-kun.
Huh. I guess. Huh.
To get revenge on the
I gotta
bullies.
see how this ties in.
Maybe Kawana blames the fact that he had to quit teaching on the bullies who caused it to happen. Then, maybe all his hatred got aimed at Shinya Kawai?
Possible. He was abducted 5 years ago by individuals thought to be his acquaintances.
You think one of them was Kawana-san?
I wouldn't rule it out. RK might have learned of Kawana's involvement while searching for Kawai. Maybe they came to a Gene show so they could get details on the incident from him?
Yes, that would explain RK's arrival in town as well.
Oh.
Hold up. Individuals who were his acquaintances? Meaning more people besides Kawana-san, right?
Right.
Could that mean?
You got it.
Ooh, what? What do we got? Look, I ain't all that bright now. Nah, don't do me like this. Okay. Meaning... On who knew Kawhi? I mean, all of them knew him, right? Let me see. Huh. I mean, let's see. The evidence we got so far should have clues on who knew Kawhi. I mean, they know.
Check this out. The people in this were Kawai's acquaintances, right? Or Kawana's former students, in other words.
Yeah, true.
Everyone, though? A few too many, don't you think?
You're probably right.
But it's still...
So I should
Oh,
narrow it
it's the
down.
freaking video. It's the video. It's the video. It's gotta be the video.
We already know this.
Oh. The students in the video?
Yeah.
Individuals acquainted with Kawai.
Yeah.
They certainly fit the bill.
But why would they wind up abducting him?
Oh.
Maybe Kawana asked for their help? No. He forced them to.
But how?
What makes you say that?
Well, Kawana had this on a secret flash drive, right? But to anyone in this video, it would be their worst nightmare for it to show
True.
up now. If it did, they'd be busted as bullies who drove a high school kid to suicide.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it'd be a real
That's
disaster for
true.
them if that got out. They'd probably be done for in the public eye.
Which means this video is Kawana's leverage. It's how he got them to go after Kawai.
Oh.
You think this is enough leverage to
That
drive
actually
people
makes
to murder,
sense.
though?
Heck yeah.
Kawhi was
Hell
killed,
yeah.
right?
RK is the only one saying Kawai was murdered.
They would
No bodies
definitely
been
go to
recovered
murder
yet
for
either.
this.
Okay, hang on. I'm barely keeping up with this.
Yeah, it's a bunch of what-ifs stacked on top of each other. But there is somebody who could potentially confirm this.
Who'd that
Who?
be?
Someone in the video. Mamiya, for example. I've met with her at her home.
Oh.
If she was involved with Kawai's abduction, she could probably tell us what we want to know.
I agree. Yagamishi's provided a working theory that ties together the Kamurocho and Ijincho incidents. So if we can get Yui Mamiya to corroborate this, we should be able to extract even more
I
information
feel like we're not
from
going to be able to get her to
perhaps
corroborate
even
it.
including Kawana-san's
Because
whereabouts.
this is going to directly affect her.
Looks like he hasn't given us the slip just yet.
Man, what the hell is that guy's deal?
Because they may make her reveal her part
alibi,
in the video.
Kawana's most likely tied to everything. We'll get all the answers we need if we can find him.
And I guess this is bringing us that much closer?
Hopefully.
I
should
hope
go see
so.
Yui Mamiya tomorrow.
You should accompany him, Sugiurashi. Considering we seem to be kicking the investigation into high gear, with Kaito-san out of commission, I'm sure Yagamishi could use a helping hand. I'll be fine right here.
Your call, Tsukumo-kun. I'm cool with whatever.
Thanks for lending him out, Tsukumo. I'll make sure he comes back in one piece.
Hey, don't underestimate him as a party member. He can hold his own if you let him.
Oh, God. Can't help but feel a little responsible for what happened to Kaito. Poor Kaito. Dude, this is getting pretty thick. So, So there's two revenge stories happening here. One, wait a minute. Is it like one from a boy that committed suicide and another from a boy who jumped but then survived but is in a coma and has been for 13 years. So we have two different revenges going on here at the same time, and somehow they're connected. Oh, gonna need to play a record for that one. So, oh my God. It's evident I have not been using I haven't been using. Look at it. Oh my God. Now. There's a lot of moves. What do I mostly fight with? This one? I like the snake too, I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, let me get a few for snake. I do like snake. Ooh. We love counters. Tigers, hidden arts. I don't even know what this one. I have not ran into that one. I was like, we might as well invest into some of these. Okay. feel like that's gonna come in handy eventually. Alright, let's do this. Oh wait, let's not do that. We were supposed to go in here.
You know how they say your life flashes before your eyes when you're dying?
Oh,
That shit's real
Kaito.
talk.
Saw it all, huh?
Yeah. There I am, bleeding out. And suddenly I'm getting the 3rd degree from Matsugane-san.
Oh?
Back when I was still just a rookie. Captain Hamura stares me down like, time to lose that pinky. And then, Higashi starts crying for me. Oh, if I'm gonna go, I ought to get a better final scene than that shit, right? Right?
I'm sure it'll be rosier when the time comes for real. Glad you pulled through, man.
That bastard Soma, though. Next time, he's fucked. We could have avenged Sawa-sensei if it weren't for that stupid ambush.
Well, you didn't tell the cops about him, did you?
I did. With a generous side of bullshit.
Get you busted, you know.
I'm joking. All I said was the truth. That I got knifed by the same twisted fuck who got Sawa-sensei.
In that case, it's only a matter of time until Soma's arrested. So for now, we'll piece that ties it all together. We just have to find him before RK does.
Kuwana, huh? He's on my shit, you know. Kuwana must have had some sort of agenda back when he first met us. In fact, as you were looking into Mikoshiba, he palled around with me all because of that. I'm just a sucker of the agency, huh?
I wouldn't say that.
Still. The moment it asks for me to kick turns up, this is the shape I'm in.
Just focus on getting better. Tsukuma will stop by later, too.
What? Sugiura gonna give me the cold shoulder?
He and I are off to question Mamiya. He said he'd drive us from Ijincho and everything.
This man just does not know what to do with himself now that he's just stuck to the bed. He's just like, fuck, everybody's gonna be out there kicking ass and having fun, and here I am, stuck in this stupid bed. It's like, come on, bro, it can't be that bad. Like, he can get some time to heal and rest and shit. Kaito being Kaito. Alright then, let's see what's next. Wait, let's see. So we gotta go here. I love the sonic noise it makes. Let's see. It is right there.
So, we off to see Mamiya? I'm ready whenever you are.
Yep, let's go.
Alright, let's do this. If your theory is accurate, then Mamiya was involved in both Kawai and Mikoshiba's murders. And even if that's off, we can at least learn more about Kawana-san as a teacher.
Hi, it's Yagami. I dropped by with Genda Law the other day.
Not again.
I have just a few more questions I'd like to ask you.
You told me the last visit would be your only one. Seriously, why do you keep showing up here uninvited? Please, just leave me alone.
I suppose I should mention, I'm here today as a detective, not a lawyer.
So what?
And my partner here is Sugiura. He's with an agency called Yokohama 99.
Never heard of him.
He's based in Ijincho. He's working a case. Maybe you saw it on the news? The murder of Seiryo High teacher Yoko Sawa, killed in her own apartment. You and Sawa-san were classmates in high school, is that correct? After leaving Kurakawa 13 years ago, Sawa-san moved to Ijincho to teach. Are you still there?
What is it you want? I haven't seen Yoko-chan since graduation. Now go. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Maybe you'll remember Kitakata-sensei then. I ran into him at Sawa-sensei's home right before the murder. He was your homeroom teacher at Kurakawa, but resigned after the Mitsuru Kusamoto incident. Just like you, he appears to be connected to Sawa-san.
So why am I being singled out? Can't you just ask someone else?
Believe me, it's a long list. But right now, we're here to find out how Sawa-san got mixed up in all this. You two weren't necessarily on bad terms, were you?
If I had to say, we weren't on the best terms either.
Ah, how convenient. Because that's a perspective I'd like to hear more about as well.
My husband will be home soon. Can you keep it quick?
I'll give it my best shot.
Exactly. Thanks for hearing us out.
Hold on just a moment.
Huh. Wonder what's going on. You don't think she bolted, do you?
Wouldn't count on it.
Should we ring again?
Sorry to keep you waiting. I just wanted to clean up a little.
Is your son home today?
He's at English school right now. I have to pick him up soon.
Doesn't your husband help with any of that? You said he'd be home soon, right?
Excuse me, but you are in no place to make those kinds of comments.
Sorry. Didn't mean to pry.
Well, what is it you want to ask?
Dude, that is her in the video. I don't... She looks the same. She looks just... It's kind of crazy how when you first see her in the game, you see her as a victim of an assault, and so you see her almost completely differently. But now looking at that video and looking at her now, that done changed some shit. I'm like, yo, that is her. Wow. Damn. Okay, so we gotta be careful. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Have you been in contact with Kitakata-sensei lately?
I haven't. He's someone I'd rather not have in my life.
Wonder why that would be.
Are you surprised that he stayed in Ijincho after resigning from the school?
No, not really.
How about the fact that now he's using an alias?
I had no clue. But again, he has nothing to do with me.
Do you remember Mitsuru Kusamoto?
Yes, we were classmates in high school.
He jumped off the school's roof after his classmate Shinya Kawai bullied him. I hear he's still in a coma, 13 years later.
Weren't you going to ask me about Yoko-chan?
I was, but there seemed to be an awful lot of Kurakawa graduates surrounding this case. And strangely enough, they were all in your class. Kitakata-sensei being the prime example, as well as a guy named Akaike-san. Remember him?
Well, you're right. We were in the same class.
And would you say you're all familiar with Mitsuru Kusamoto's situation?
Yes, but that's not a warm memory for any of us.
I understand. I'm sure it's not. The groping was orchestrated, right?
I like how we were like, okay, we got the momentum going. We just need to slowly build it up. And we instantly was like, the groping was orchestrated, right? I can't help but feel like I did that shit in the worst order.
Excuse you?
When Akihiro Ihara grabbed you on the train, you were in on that, weren't you? The whole thing was a conspiracy, staged to play out as it did.
You need to leave. Right now.
Dude, what gives?
No one would even think to consider a predator and his victim could be accomplices. It's unheard of. But if it was to establish a murder alibi, that's another story, considering how much lighter the sentence is. That way, Ihara got away with killing Mikoshiba, paying only a fraction of the price. But as luck would have it, proving it is going to require you to cooperate with us now.
If you don't get up this second, I am calling the police. I mean it.
It took me quite a long time to figure out how you and Ihara were connected. But once I learned Yokosawa attended Kurakawa, it all started falling into place. She was in your homeroom class. She looked after Toshiro Ihara. She was the link to everyone. But just before I could ask her about any of this, she was murdered by Kamurocho gang. That same gang has been hunting your old teacher, Kitakata-sensei.
What is it you want from me?
Amiya-san, do you have any idea where Kitakata-sensei could be? He may be Kawana the handyman, but he hasn't answered his work line since Sawa-san's murder.
I don't know. He was my teacher a decade ago. I barely remember his face.
Well, I'm willing to wager Kitakata-sensei still remembers yours. I'll prove it right now.
Oh, God.
See for yourself.
No.
This was recorded at Kurakawa Academy 13 years ago. Feeling nostalgic yet? It was well hidden. Your Kitakata-sensei had it on a USB drive. He really didn't want this thing being seen. The most interesting part is the date. It's the very same day Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped off the school roof. And hanging out in the back, we see you, laughing and cheering right along with the other bullies.
Guess it's safe to say it's a good thing your family wasn't home. Wouldn't exactly want them seeing this, would we?
Has this video come up? Has Kitakata-sensei ever mentioned to you that he had it?
Please. Please delete it.
Considering the angle, I get the feeling that this was recorded in secret. And based on your reaction, did you even know it existed?
You know what happened to Mitsuru-kun. He's been in a coma ever since what you did to him that day. But still, only one of you took the fall. Shinya Kawai took all the blame. Well, sorta, being that he got fired, Kitakata-sensei took heat too. Still, you all just moved right along with your lives. You've even got happy little families. What? Are you expecting someone?
Amiya-san?
Well, I knew it would happen someday.
What do you mean?
Well, what the fuck? What?
Looks like she wanted some company.
What the Blue Man crew? What the fuck? Wow, she tried to set us up. Oh, bruh. Look, I ain't gonna lie. Yagami's a gentleman. I've been to beat that ass. You got me fucked up. Yeah, how'd that work out? I've been to beat that ass. I will scissor kick the fuck out of her. She gotta be 8 shades fucked up.
Well, this turned into a shit show.
It did indeed.
And would you look at that? Our old friend Akaike-san showed up to play a part. So you are all working together.
What should we do with them? They're the jerks who hurt Tsukumo-kun, right?
Break every finger on their hand, it still won't make you even. Come on, they may have more on the way. I have an old haunt in mind we move this to, and Mamiya-san's coming with.
Huh?
Let's not cause a scene, okay? I'd hate for a finger to slip and post this video.
Hey, you think this is your personal jail, Yagami? What makes you think you can keep bringing captives here?
Well, it's the safest spot we know. Doesn't it feel good to be such a reliable friend?
Oh.
Yeah, Higashi, be cool.
Yeah, Higashi.
Be cool.
Higashi is that
Time's the
dude,
issue.
man.
This is about respect, man.
What's your call? We kicking him out?
Oh, quick bit of news, Higashi-san. Kaito-san got shanked in Yokohama.
What?
We haven't told him that yet? Oh my
Kaito
God.
Aniki? By who?
Oh
You'll know once we're done explaining. Let me introduce you to Mamiya-san first. She called up her friends to come after us just a little bit ago.
Yeah. And I'd do it again.
no. You see?
I don't give a shit
This
about
is why you
that.
gotta scissor kick the
What
fuck out
happened
of
to
her.
Aniki? You better have paid him back already, Yagami.
Bruh, this man, he is not playing
Fuck
that.
those RK assholes. And how could Aniki have let him get to him like that?
Now that Higashi-san's up to speed, should we get to it? I imagine Mamiya-san doesn't want to drag this out.
What do you intend to do with me?
First, you'll tell us everything you know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll decide how to deal with you afterward.
Mm-hmm. So that's why she was taking so long to open the door. She was calling her little fuckboys. Bet.
Then let's get this over with.
Let's get this
What do you
over
want to
with.
know?
Everything, bitch. The fuck?
Let's start with the video. Any thoughts you'd care to share? I found it on a flash drive in Kitakata-sensei's room. Or should I say,
Wait, I'm just realizing, what is this game turning me into? Like, I wasn't so violent at first. I was all trying to talk it out and, like, hear everybody's side. Now I'm talking about scissor kicking bitches. I'm like fucking cussing that. Oh my God.
Juana's. I take it that means he's the one who recorded it.
Yes.
That means Kawana already knew back then the rest of you were bullies too?
Yes.
If that's the case, then why was Shinya Kawai the only student thrown under the bus for it? Kawana-san didn't show that tape to anyone else?
We had no idea we were even being taped. We didn't find out about the video, or the reason he sat on it so long until way after graduating.
Why exactly did he sit on it for so long?
Kitakata-sensei said he kept it so he could teach us for the rest of our lives.
What?
If that video came out at the time of the incident, I'm sure life would have been hard for us then. After all, Kawai was exposed online, and that would mean millions of yen in compensation for damages.
Yeah, but you guys could have wound up in the same boat.
No. At most, we would have come across as dumb kids he roped into helping him. We might have caught some flack, but people would chalk it up to kids and their cliques and move on. But that's only how I would have gone if it had come out while we were still teenagers.
You're saying circumstances are different now?
I have a child now. A husband, an upscale apartment. If the world sees that tape now, I'll lose it all. And what do you think would happen to my son? The son of a woman who drove a kid to attempt suicide. His life would be ruined. That recording is more than kids being cruel. Mitsuru jumped from the school roof that very night and is still in a coma today.
I get it. You have that much more to lose now than when you were a kid.
Same for all my classmates. Kurokawa Academy is a prestigious school, after all. Most graduates go off to great universities and land high-paying jobs. One started his own company. Others have families.
And they're all in your position too, huh? If that video gets out, they lose everything.
Exactly. Do you get it now? He waited for all of us to get what we wanted in life, just so he could threaten to take it all away. And when that time came, he started every student you see in that video.
When was the first time Kawana approached you?
I was out on a walk with my son when he came strolling up out of the blue. At first, I barely recognized him. His eyes were so hollow. Then, without so much as a word, he took out his phone and played that video. He's a psychopath.
Well, all you kids tormenting Mitsuru looked pretty psychopathic to me.
Oh, and you're so perfect. An angel who never once acted out of line. Never lashed out at someone weaker than you, or sided with the group to shut someone out. Everyone does it. We were just lucky enough to have some creep tape us, picking on some kid who couldn't take it. Why did this have to happen to me?
I'd say it's
Bitch,
because bad things
stop
happen
it.
to bad people. You'll sling your barbs from a safe distance, but once you're on the other side of it, you curl up and play victim.
Thank you. Speak that shit, Yagami.
You said it was
Talk
5
that.
years ago that Kuwana showed you the video? Reminds me of something Shirosaki-sensei was looking into.
What?
There was this guy. I think his name was Shinya Kawai. Something about him getting snatched off the streets about 5 years back.
Right. That is true.
Then it was you guys. You're the ones who abducted him in Kamurocho and murdered him.
No, it wasn't us. We could never do something like that.
Wasn't us, huh? So you're not denying he was murdered after all? Who was it then?
All Sensei told us was to find Kawai somewhere in Kamurocho, and bring him back with us, no matter what it took.
Did Kawana tell you what he wanted with him?
He needs to be there when you all beg for forgiveness, is all he said. And if we refused, he'd leak the video. So we all went to see Kawai, but he wanted nothing to do with Sensei. Considering he'd cost him everything, that came as no surprise.
But doing nothing would cost the rest of you everything too.
Yes. So we had to force him into our van. After he put up a fight.
Yeah, that lines up with what the local eyewitnesses said. So then what happened? Nobody's heard from the guy since.
We were directed to bring him to a wharf in Yokohama. And that's where we begged for forgiveness. After that, he said we were free to go. All except Kawai.
So you left him there alone with Kawana?
We had to. The day after, I got a message on my phone from Sensei.
What did it say?
Nothing. There was only a video. It was of all of us, pushing Kawai into the van. Turns out he recorded what we did in the city. You can see all our faces so clearly. How we covered Kawai's mouth as he screamed for help. Even if you know all the backstory, the video is a clear-cut abduction. As I was watching it the first time, another message came in. This time, a picture. When I saw it, I just went cold. That's when I knew I would never be able to escape him. It was a picture of Kawhi. Dead. Anyone who saw those messages would think we killed him after shoving him into the van.
And that's how he got his real leverage on his former students.
Since then, we've been at his beck and call. No matter what he tells us to do, we wouldn't dare refuse him.
He's giving you orders?
That man! He forces us to help him. He makes us accomplices to murder.
Murder?
What the hell? Murder who, exactly?
Any bullies involved in suicides. That's who Sensei's got it in for. Anyone he can find across the country. He doesn't even care how old the case is. If a student commits suicide, and bullying is suspected as the cause, he'll turn up. As far as I know, counting Kawhi, I think he's killed at least 7 people.
7? How's he doing this?
So his idea of justice is killing bullies? Across the entire country?
He said that's the only way we can atone. Anyone who drives someone to suicide must always face justice. Until society comes to terms with this, he says we'll keep getting our hands dirty. That way, we might be able to save the next few Mitsurus before it's too late for them.
Oh my god.
Not sure I should say this out loud, but I'm kind of rooting for this guy now.
Yeah, let's not.
So was the murder of Hiro Mikoshiba part of that agenda?
Cut off this
We know
side.
Mikoshiba drove Ihara-san to suicide 4 years prior. That has to be why Kawana let Ihara murder him, and how you found your role in establishing his alibi.
Not just me. Grabbing
What?
Mikoshiba required a good number of people. All the people who pinned Ihara down. And even the ones who filmed it, they were working for Sensei.
So that's how it went down.
We had an unspoken agreement that we wouldn't directly take part in any killing. He just makes us his
Damn.
accomplices somehow. Like luring a target or digging a hole for a body. But the one thing we can't ever do is turn him down. If we do, he'll send his video of us abducting Kawhi to the police. And then Kawhi's body will turn up with our fingerprints all over his corpse. And we know that because he's hidden Kawhi's corpse in a freezer somewhere.
Damn.
He's preserving one of his murder victims?
So as long as he has that, you're wrapped around his finger.
Wow. Wow.
Sounds to me like Kawana's had one thing on his mind for 13 years. Sitting on that video and becoming an Ijincho handyman
Oh
was
my
all in service
God.
of his real motive, killing off bullies. He's dragged all his former students into this hell, until the day it destroys every single one of you.
Damn.
Is today that day?
Yeah. Break it to you.
If you don't mind.
What?
There are these scumbags chasing down Kawana called RK.
Yeah, what do they
Strangely,
want?
came up once during your confession. So tell me, why'd they come for Yokosawa?
That I don't know for certain.
Huh.
But Sensei did reach out to Yoko-chan about 6 months ago over the phone.
Oh?
He was asking her about the suicide at Seiryo High.
The suicide at
Okay.
Seiryo High. You must be talking about Toshiro Ihara.
The lawsuit played out like no bullying took place, right? That the school wasn't responsible. Yoko-chan was a teacher there, and Sensei was able to get the truth out of her.
Oh.
How'd he do that? What did he say?
From Yoko-chan's perspective, she and Sensei were both just teachers dealing with students attempting suicide. I think that's why she let her guard down and told them everything. After learning the truth, Sensei believed Mikoshiba needed to be held accountable.
So if Sawa-sensei hadn't talked to him, Ihara wouldn't have gotten involved? And none of this would be happening in Ijincho?
Possibly.
Damn.
No, this isn't right. Sawa-sensei didn't know Kawana's identity or his objectives. She thought she was just talking through her problems with a sympathetic ex-teacher. At the very least, she sure as hell didn't deserve to die for that.
It's not like we're the ones who did it.
Oh my goodness.
Who is it?
Block number. Hello?
Yo, know who this is, Yagami?
Yep, I do. We're looking for you.
Yeah. I heard you're looking for me.
I am indeed.
Where are you?
I'm willing to meet you now if you come alone. But you have to let Mamiya go in exchange.
What?
Alright. She's free as soon as I see you.
Works for me. Then come on down to your office. I thought I'd let
Wait.
myself in.
So the woman who gave
Gotta say, this
Sawa
chair's pretty comfy.
the paper,
Pretty sure I locked up behind me when I left.
I mean, the photo.
Listen,
Was that
I'll
her?
only meet you alone. No one else. And don't make me wait long, or I could change my mind.
He told me to meet him alone. You can let Mamiya-san go once I confirm he's there.
You gonna be alright by yourself?
No.
Well, he already knows Mamiya-san's with us. I'm guessing he was watching us from somewhere. And I can't afford to do anything that would piss him off enough to make him disappear.
Got it.
Oh. We'll take care of this end of it. Shouldn't you move your ass?
Oof. Okay. Oh wait, it goes up. Up, up, and away. Oh, this is getting... Oh, Lord.
Hope you don't mind I let myself in. Now, are you gonna hold up your end and release Yui Mamiya? Come on. You and I can either try to make this work, or neither of us is gonna get what we want. So, you gonna make the call or what?
Hello? Yagami-san?
I'm with Kawana. You can let Mamiya-san go.
Sorry about all this, Yagami. Sit down. Maybe it's time you and I had a heart-to-heart. How's Kaito holding up?
Kaito-san's recovering in the hospital. For now. Sawa-sensei is another story, though.
I can hardly believe it. She was the last person I wanted to get mixed up in all this shit.
If that's the case, why were you already waiting in her apartment? RK's top men were lying in wait over there to get their hands on you. So why was she the one lying on the ground? Answer me, Kawana. Was it because of you?
Would you feel better if it was?
How dare you?
You're thinking that if you hadn't stuck your nose in her affairs, she might be at home grading her papers right now. You tell me. Is that what's eating away at you right now? Because if it is, you're mistaken. That guilt is mine alone to bear. It's my burden to carry. When I saw on the news that she had been murdered in cold blood, it felt like the whole world had stopped spinning to me. I would take it all back right now if I could. But unfortunately, to fix this, I'd need to turn the clock back further than you'd think.
You mean back to when you were a school teacher?
Yeah, basically. Back to when I still had a little faith in humanity. Seeing someone's life get cut short, you never really bounce back from it, do you? But I don't have to tell you that. I did my homework on you, Yagami. It seems you were a fairly accomplished lawyer. You even scored a murder acquittal. But we both know how that ended. The death of an innocent young woman. You and I are the same. We both have scars. And they're the type of scars that never fully heal.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
But for Sawa-kun, it was 13 years ago. The very day before Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped, she stopped me in the hall so she could tell me about how serious the bullying really was. Up until that day, I just assumed it was boys being boys, teasing. I figured it was harmless, that they'd get bored with it, and then they'd move on. I mean, come on. Kawai had to have been twice the size of Mitsuru. It's not like I'd seen any fighting, so I warned him not to overdo it, and eventually he would take the hint.
Well, according to what I was told, you smirked, actually.
Yeah, I guess that's what I did. I was too late. Sawa-kun had to point it out. Sensei, how could you be so blind, she asked. Her eyes were this piercing mix of pity and scorn. According to what she told me, nearly half the class was bullying Mitsuru. She said she'd seen him at the station. She made it sound like he had half a mind to jump onto the tracks right then and there. I'm not so presumptuous anymore. But back then, I used to think my students were my biggest fans. I thought I'd won their hearts and minds. But the look on Sawa-kun's face that day made me see the truth. I couldn't just go on smiling like nothing happened. So I decided to do my homework. The next day, I put a hidden camera in the classroom after school.
So you admit that you're the one who recorded that video?
Yeah. You saw it, right? Talk about the ugly side of kids. Hard to watch, wasn't it? Unfortunately, by the time I picked up the camera and saw what it recorded, Mitsuru had made his jump. I missed him by a few crucial moments. What happened in that classroom was the final straw. Later on, all the bullies were asked what happened. Each and every one of them lied. Kawai started it. It wasn't our idea, they said. To anyone outside of it, all they'd seen was Kawai forcing Mitsuru to do his bidding. So the people held culpable were Kawai and myself. The callous homeroom teacher who deliberately turned a blind eye. That was the day I began living my life with real purpose.
So you couldn't forgive your students who got away with bullying. You went so far, you put aside your own life to make sure they atoned somehow.
That's right. Mitsuru Kusamoto's still a vegetable. He's as good as dead. But I don't care. We have no right to forget about him.
You say that, even though Sawa-sensei ended up paying for it. I'll ask you again. Why were you at her apartment the other day? Don't dodge the question this time.
I wouldn't say I dodged it. But I suppose I should explain from the beginning. 4 years ago, there was a suicide at Sawa-kun's school. It was her own student this time. You know this, right? A student at Seiryo High School? Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah.
When she was in court, Sawa-kun had no choice but to say there wasn't any bullying. Soon as she told me that, I knew Hiro Mikoshiba would be my next target. Of course, she had no idea about any of that. When Sawa-kun learned Mikoshiba had been murdered, though, she reached out to me herself.
What did she want?
She had a sneaking suspicion that I was involved in his death. She called me a few times, prodding carefully for answers. Quite the perceptive lady, really.
And? What kind of answers did you give her?
I denied any knowledge of it, but at one point, she mentioned something kind of odd. That there was a detective at the school already investigating the incident.
Huh?
She meant you, of course. A detective already knee-deep into the case, despite the police barely even knowing about Mikoshiba. The police are a pain in the ass. But when an out-of-town detective comes sniffing around, that's bad. I knew I had to act fast to get you off the trail. Although, Sawa-kun was a problem too. I thought I'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
And then what?
First, I found out where the 2 of you would be meeting up, at that little cafe. Then, I hired the Liumang to step in. But you put up one hell of a fight. They had strength in numbers, but you would have taken out the whole group if I hadn't stepped in. Nonetheless, my other message went through. At the same time, Sawa-kun was handed a photo of Mikoshiba's final moments. I left that task to someone you know. Yue Mamiya. They hadn't seen each other in 13 years. Sawa-kun had no idea.
The lady in the sunglasses. Yui Mamiya was involved in that too?
Everything I did that night was intended as a warning to Sawa-kun. Although, I guess I didn't have to be so extreme about it.
Yeah. Sawa... She must have started suspecting that you'd had something to do with Mikoshiba's murder. After all, meeting at that cafe, she'd have traced it right back to you.
Even if Sawa-kun had started to suspect me, I knew she wouldn't sell me out to the cops. We're too alike. The both of us lost students to suicide on our watch. That said, I couldn't bear the thought of dragging her down into the mess I started, so I scared her off, and I thought she would stay away. The day she was killed, she called to ask if we could speak in person. I could tell something was wrong. She was on the verge of tears the whole call. Then she broke down. I asked her why, of course, but she wouldn't give me a straight answer no matter how I tried to phrase the question.
So then what? Did you just waltz on over there? It doesn't seem like you.
Watch it. You don't know me well enough to say that.
Maybe. But I assume you had some sort of plan going in. Were you gonna confess to her?
Here's the thing. If she'd figured out that I was behind Mikoshiba, and it didn't sit well with her, I would have told her every last detail. Sawa-kun, no. I think she would have understood me. Or at least that's what I had believed. In hindsight, I think she was forced. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure she'd have rather washed her hands of me. Hard as it is to hear, I think she called me under duress. RK probably had her hostage. That would explain the vague responses. That's probably why her voice was trembling. It's tragic.
You mean it was RK? Why do they want you so badly anyway?
I don't know.
What?
If I knew their angle,
I'd be doing more than just scurrying around.
You serious?
Believe me, I'm just as clueless as you are, much as I hate to admit it. Honest, I'm not thrilled that a small army wants my head on a platter. Have you noticed how RK seems to show up at the worst possible times? Someone must be pulling their strings.
Then we're on the same page. At least we agree on something.
Just a sec. I'm still over here with Yagami-san. You're not being tailed by any of his guys, are you? Then I'll meet you right now. That was Mamiya-kun. She said she's free. You guys have been true to your word. Tell Sugiura-kun that I said thank you.
Now you want to go? We still have some business to settle here.
Now remember, I'm the handyman here. Let me do the dirty work. I don't know what else to tell you. But you need to get out. While you still can.
If you disappear into the night, I don't want to go busting my ass just to find you again. Before you leave, I'll need some contact info. A phone number would be nice.
Oh, no need for that. As far as I'm concerned, this is goodbye.
I wouldn't count on that.
Yeah, we on his ass. He got me fucked up. He did not get to do what he did with Sawa Sensei, and no, because he's kind of responsible. Doesn't matter his intention, he's fucking responsible, and we on his ass. Nope. Ah, no way I did that. No way. Oh shit. Ooh. Oh, we losing. We are losing him. Oh no. Oh. He is so far. God damn. Oh, God damn it. Did we lose him? No, we lost him. No. Fuck, he was out of here. Okay.
Hold up. You don't give up.
Damn. Stay on him. Shit. Damn. Oh, god damn it.
Hold up.
Are we running the same circle?
Catch you later.
No fucking way.
Get back here!
No way.
What the? Where'd he go?
Good question. Good question. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Get him. Oh, what the fuck? Nah, come on, man.
You guys
Where are y'all coming from?
You really need the masks? Come on, Kurakawa kids.
You heard that, right? The detective here already knows everything.
Kawana!
What are you going to do now? What do you think happens when he spills everything?
Dude.
Sounds like your lives are over, unless you shut him up.
But Sensei, you'll finish the job for us, right?
Huh? Is that you, Akaike?
Oh.
Oh, he's even got a name to your voice.
Answer me, Sensei!
I know. I'll be the one to finish it. You just knock him out.
Damn.
Okay. Time to learn your lesson!
Come on. What kind of lesson is this?
Right? Brutal. Brutal. Lord have mercy.
Kawana! Oh no, Kawana!
Damn. Oh. Ooh.
Really? So nice of you to stick around. Mamiya-san.
Yeah.
Well, since Kawana couldn't stay, sounds like you're not out of the woods just yet, huh?
Yeah. We're about to have fun. Payback is gonna be so fucking sweet. This bitch is gonna get payback for everything she's done. She has tried to fuck me in so many ways. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Nah, she's gonna get some justice. Nah. As you may or may not know, we normally end it at these points like this, so that next time we start the stream up, it'll do this. So unfortunately, that means we're ending it here. Because shit is getting super thick, and we're going to need to see what's going on next time. So, well, good night. Tomorrow we'll be picking this back up, and we'll be picking up Pirate Yakuza, because we didn't get a chance to get around to it yet, yesterday. So we're going to pick up this and Pirate Yakuza, and then we'll see from there. All right. Well, bye, y'all.